On September 9th, Facebook announced these, a pair of smart glasses made to capture first-person view moments. That same week, the Wall Street Journal published a series of brutally honest articles going through Facebook's internal documents that prove that Facebook has consistently turned a blind eye to issues of privacy, platform regulation, and mental health. So, can you trust Facebook to put a pair of cameras on your face? Is this the end of privacy? And are they even good? When I think of smart glasses, I think displays, AR, and immersion into a whole new world. These don't do any of that. They look like a pair of normal glasses with slightly thicker frames, 2 cameras, and an LED indicator. But I think that's kind of the point. The branding on them is strictly Ray-Ban. There's actually no Facebook branding anywhere on these, which feels like a super intentional choice to make them feel more disarming because people don't necessarily trust Facebook. And the only real way for people to know that you're recording videos is an LED indicator, but it's really not that bright, and the Irish regulatory government has already started questioning Facebook about how effective this light is at notifying people that you're recording. Facebook's stance on it is that it's actually a step up above smartphones, which don't have any type of indication when you're recording video, but I think there's a clear difference between someone holding a phone like this, like we've come to associate that with recording video, versus someone like this that's just wearing glasses. They have 2 cameras, built-in touch controls, 3 microphones, and 2 open-ear speakers on each side. The cameras are both 5 megapixels, and there's 2 of them to assist with like this 3D feature that I don't think is completely fleshed out yet. They shoot 2592 by 1944 photos and 1184 by 1184 30 frames per second video. So definitely not the highest resolution, which I guess is good for storage reasons. Like you can take 500 photos and 15 minutes worth of video and only use up 4 gigabytes of storage. But if these are supposed to be a content creation device, then it's just not sharp, like period. So when I first saw these were released, my immediate thought was these are going to be the glasses for TikTok content creators. And although that platform definitely promotes story over just like sheer video quality, I do think that you need some level of sharpness in video quality, and these look significantly worse than smartphone video. It kind of looks like what smartphone video looked like 5 or 10 years ago. And there definitely is like the physical space limitation here, like to fit in the cameras and the sensors and the processors needed for it. We can't expect the same quality that you would get on like an iPhone 13 Pro, but I was a little bit disappointed that it wasn't slightly sharper. It has a ton of post-processing applied to it to try to get rid of that noise and add a little bit of like that contrasty look back. And I think it looks okay, but I never see a video from these and think, damn, this is good enough for like a YouTube intro or something like that. And getting the actual videos off the glasses is also weird. So it uses a companion app called Facebook View. And in order to use this application, you have to have a Facebook account. So I had to create a fake one for this video. And then you have to sign in with that Facebook account. And from there, the footage wirelessly transfers pretty seamlessly. Once it's in the app, you can either download it to your phone or upload it to social media. Now, this isn't actually that uncommon. Like a lot of products have a companion application, Snapchat Spectacles or headphones. But I think Facebook's track record with really getting a lot of information from having an app on your phone, and just like their track record with privacy in general and harvesting data, means that people are gonna, I think, be a little cautious to have their personal photos and videos synced to the app. Facebook ensures that it won't do anything with that unless you upload it, but they just don't have the best track record. The cameras were the thing that I was really excited to test, but the thing that I actually was really happy using were the speakers. Surprisingly really good. So they get loud, there's good instrument separation, they sound really awesome. They're like 2 open-ear speakers. This was my first experience with speakers on sunglasses, and I was pleasantly surprised and impressed. With any type of speaker sunglass system though, there is audio leak. So basically what that means is people around you can kind of hear what you're listening to. So on these, it wasn't terrible. I think if you're listening at like a respectful level, people will be able to hear that you're listening to something, but they won't really be able to make out exactly what it is. So for example, if you're in like a crowded environment with a lot of noise, then I still think that in-ear headphones are more practical because you're gonna be able to kind of isolate the sound and get more environment separation. But the fact that it has speakers is nice, and it also has the microphones, which is good because it means you can take phone calls with these, but also capture audio in the videos that you're capturing. So I'm sitting here wearing my $300 pair of glasses thinking, why the heck did Facebook make these? For a company that makes most of their revenue from advertising, why would they make a pair of sunglasses that aren't even obviously branded to be theirs? And I think to understand why, we just need to know 2 words: Metaverse. For those of you that don't know what the Metaverse is, think Ready Player One. It's the idea that the real world and the virtual world do not need to be separated. Through AR and VR tech, the hope is that you can create a completely different experience and change the way the real world looks and feels. Mark Zuckerberg seems to love this idea. He has talked at length about how confident he is that the metaverse is going to become a reality and a really big part of our lives. He talks about it creating teleportation and giving people the ability to go anywhere in the world. Think remote work reimagined, virtual concerts, hangouts with families across the globe, and meeting people you never would have met without it. If we put on rosy-colored glasses for a second, there's a lot to get excited about with the metaverse. Think about how much the internet has already changed connection, like literally me and you talking right now. In 2020, Facebook put their money where their mouth is, and they started a multi-year long deal with the parent company of Ray-Ban to embark on creating technological focused glasses with the eventual vision of creating an AR glass that can allow anybody, anywhere to be immersed in an augmented reality world built by Facebook. Facebook and all other social media companies try to get us to use their services by promising connection. But there's also a hidden cost. You lose a little bit of your privacy, it could be a huge waste of time, you can gain feelings of inadequacy, and you can kind of lose touch with the actual real world. I gain so many things and I get so many benefits from social media, but I think the key is to use it in moderation. But nothing about the metaverse feels like it would be in moderation. It's really difficult to talk about these without acknowledging Facebook's past. These are obviously just a small piece in a much bigger picture. And I think that if you're considering getting them, but you have issues with Facebook's regulatory and privacy issues, you should consider that before you put these on your face. If you're looking for a really cool photo and video tool to add to your arsenal, they definitely are worth considering. And I think that honestly, AR is going to be a big part of our future, and there's a lot to be excited about with the metaverse. But as we embark on this next decade, and obviously tons of other products coming out that complement that, keeping in mind moderation and having the platforms work for us so they're a net positive is going to be crucial. I really hope you enjoyed this video and learned something from it. Thank you so much for watching it, and I will catch you in the next one. I appreciate you. Bye.